DragonCon Marriott Loft, we are here. We have another fantastic conversation, I hope, coming your way. Jack, welcome back. Mr. Walsh, sir.
Glad to be here, glad to be here.
Now, a little bit of rundown here. You guys might not know Jack, but you're going to know some of his work with PBS and the 4 days at DragonCon.
That's correct.
Emmy award winning, kind of a big deal. This guy right here had a huge hand in that, so thank you so much for that. And
very happy to do it.
Yeah, it was so
awesome.
much blast. It was such a just fun-filled time.
It's been 5 years since I shot that.
Holy
at this
crap!
Point. Aired 4 years ago. Shot it 5 years ago.
Because that was the year of the big Thriller dance-off too. I think it was.
Thriller dance-off and the Shatner Nimoy.
Yeah, that was a really good turning point for us, and that could not have been a more just excellent experience. So thank you, really.
Yeah,
thank you for that.
It was my pleasure, certainly.
And you've been even beyond that. You've been an attendee, and you've been press. You've been a part of this show for many years.
Yeah, I have.
What's your go-to thing?
My go-to thing, last year I was so tired. I love watching the big cosplay photo shoots out behind the Hilton, just because you see so much stuff.
It's some amazing work out there.
So I'm here this year with Scene Missing Magazine doing a podcast. I'm trying to make it a little bit more radio documentary-like.
All right.
So I thought what would be a really good story, Alan Hansard, who organizes that, this is his last year organizing it.
Oh, I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to just kind of like be a fly on the wall, audio-wise for his last experience doing that. Get a lot of good, sound of him talking into the megaphone. Doing
and if you're not aware, Alan does an amazing job with these photo shoots. You see a lot of those videos, like the cosplay videos. You'll see that's where they're just on the stairs.
Yeah.
And just themed stuff and amazing work. And I keep stressing that word because that's what it is.
Yeah. And it's like directing a space shuttle launch,
Yeah, well, all right. We're launching Batman into space.
That's right. Yeah.
I would watch that.
Yes. So
farewell.
So yeah, I always enjoy that. I'm a big comics guy, so I always like to go through the comics alley.
The artist alley,
try to go to anything Lovecraftian, whenever I can.
Respect your elder gods.
Yeah, you gotta watch your back with those.
Exactly.
And so, really people watching.
Yeah. Do you just kind of the spectator sport approach? Just come out and just experience everything that you've got.
Yeah.
It's really it's a fantastic experience all around. Because you've been? God, I've lost count of how many years. That was 5 years ago. You've been coming ever since. What's like one big standout moment? Obviously, you have your moment, but like just as an observer, since you like to observe.
Yeah. Gosh.
What's your thing?
I tell you, the biggest standout moment to DragonCon to me was even further back, and this is one that just sticks into my mind. This was 2004, I think, and Chick Corea was here.
I have stories.
And I went to the press conference with him and David Carradine.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, it was kind of an eventful press conference. I remember the cookies were really good, but at the very end of it, they did a duet with the piano and the big kung fu flute.
Yeah.
And it was weird, man.
That
was my DragonCon. That's my go-to DragonCon story.
I love that memory.
And Chick Corea was like in the back of the piano, like plugging the strings inside the piano. And
I was on the tech staff at that time, and so we had the concert, and it was just like, wait, Chick Corea's at this show?
Chick Corea, yeah. Will you sign
I'm on board with this.
My copy of Bitches Brew, or something like that?
How random, but well executed it turned out to be.
So,
all right. Well, what's the big thing you got looking forward this year, other than you'll be the fly on the wall for the cosplay stuff? Is there like a particular panel?
I'm only doing one thing myself.
That's
here,
the one thing.
Just one thing, and I am doing a reading session 10 a.m. in the Hyatt, the Marriott room, I think. Not the Marriott room. We're in the Marriott. The Marietta room. The Marietta room in the Hyatt, 10 a.m. I'm doing a reading session.
What day was that? Is that Sunday?
That is Sunday at 10 a.m. So yes, not the best time to have a lot of people turn up at your panel, but I'll be reading a mix of like reportage that I've done for Scene Missing Magazine and personal essays and a little bit of fiction, all of it very geek friendly, and all of it, I hope, very funny.
I love it.
So I'm looking forward to doing that. I cosplayed for the first time last year after doing
awesome.
After doing 2 cosplay documentaries. I'd never done it before, so I did that last year, and one of the essays I'm doing is about that experience.
That whole experience. What was the outfit? What was the attire?
It was Hawkeye from the current Hawkeye comic, which is basically just jeans, t-shirt, a lot of bandages.
Yeah, a lot of bandages. He's had a rough life.
Yeah, I love that comic. So,
do you find like you were inspired because just of all the work you've done with the documentary and just cosplay coverage in general, was it just like a bug that had been bitten, or did you just do it just because?
I felt like karmically speaking, I had to do it. As I'd been, kind of sucking the marrow out of the cosplay skeleton.
But it's delicious.
Maybe that's not the best way to put it,
No,
but
that's fine. Well, some of them are skeletons. It's okay.
Yes,
it's
yeah.
all right.
So I felt like I needed to finally do it myself, because I've had people say, it's like being a celebrity. You have an instant connection with other people, and all the great things about cosplay that I've heard from a million people, but have never done it myself. And so I certainly found that to be the case. It was great.
So connection, fun times.
Yeah.
That's a great way to kind of summarize the show. Now you've got something upcoming beyond that, like a broadcast thing.
Yes,
yeah.
My 4 days at DragonCon, and then my follow-up cosplay crafting a secret identity, which won 3 Emmys this year. And they were both picked up for national distribution by American Public Television.
So congrats on that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
they are airing locally, not on DCTV, but on local
Atlanta,
cable,
yeah.
local broadcast. PBA 30, Public Broadcasting Atlanta. I'm not sure about every hotel, but it should be available on hotel cable.
There you go.
And it is airing Saturday night starting at 7. There'll be 4 days at DragonCon followed by cosplay. Sunday night starting at 8 o'clock and running until 10. So you got a solid block of DragonCon for 2 hours on local broadcast. So
well, again, congratulations. Thank you so much for making it out, Chad.
Thanks very much. Yeah, it was very enjoyable.
It's so much fun. Experience DragonCon. Go
Love
out, make your own experience, and have a great time.
Come to my reading.